ladies and gentlemen. Here it is, game one of TSL opening weekend, day 2. It is oGs.MC versus ieS-Ciara. And Husky, I just want to say one thing. After MC won his matchup, I don't know if you guys follow him on Twitter, but he tweeted one thing, 3 words, and they were, "I'm God Protoss."
I did not see that, but you know, I think it's great to see that kind of confidence out of the Korean players, kind of making good and bad guys in the StarCraft scene. So the map is going to be Metalopolis. We are going to have oGs.MC spawning on the center right side as the red Protoss. Of course, this is a Protoss versus Zerg, so his opponent is going to be Ciara, probably the ultimate underdog, as much of an underdog as you can get in a matchup like this. I feel like a lot of people in this situation would be very nervous, maybe not even playing their best game, because they know they're going against a 2-time GSL champion, and that pretty much makes you the best player in the world right now.
Yeah, I mean, that's a very difficult thing for players to overcome, and something, you know, to keep in mind. You know, some players are fazed by who they are up against, while others just kind of treat them as any other opponent. But of course, in the game of StarCraft, you have to know what sort of bag of tricks your opponent has, and that's why players study other players prior to matchups. And in this case, MC, although he's got a lot of reference material out there for Ciara to read, MC is just an amazing player and can do so much in the grand scheme of things. And as we do get started, we have the gateway down over here for MC, who is in the 3 o'clock position. The cross position's got to be at least somewhat comfortable for Ciara, knowing that at least there's not going to be a quick by ground rush. But at the same time, MC has basically squashed any myths involving close positions, far positions, whatever, just because he has such amazing and solid play.
Hopefully Ciara was following MC in the GSL. If you guys didn't at least watch the finals of the GSL, you need to go check it out, because MC is really showing us how to play Protoss versus Zerg. There is tons of screams of imbalance and all of that, just because he is such a strong player that everything July threw at him, he was able to defend. So Ciara, is he going to be able to come up with something creative enough to go ahead and dethrone MC? It's going to be a lot of work. You can see MC is going to just be harassing the natural expansion of the Zerg player, keeping that probe there. However, Ciara is going to be able to get that hatchery down just fine, as the 2 Zerglings, now 4 Zerglings, going to be able to spawn to deny that scouting. So far it is going to look like standard openers here for both players. oGs.MC may decide to go for a 3-gate expand. He has also shown us the fake 3-gate expand where you switch to a 4-gate after canceling the Nexus. Don't know if he's going to utilize that in this tournament or not. However, Ciara is going to get inside the base with that 1 drone and see exactly what's going on.
Yeah, it's interesting that you mentioned that, Husky, because MC has sort of shown that he likes to get into those mind games. 2 Lings are going to come up, and quickly MC will react. He is sending a couple of Zealots out right now, temporarily leaving his base open. There is still a drone inside there, so he knows it. However, it looks like these Zealots are going to be chasing away these Lings all the way back home, as speed is only about 30% done right now. And interestingly enough, no more gas right now currently being grabbed by Ciara, so he is apparently going to just be going for a lot of drones right now, as we see a few more Lings coming out while he gets his expansion up. Meanwhile, what is MC doing? There we see 2 more gates going down, so we could see a pretty heavy push here from him very soon.
Yeah, and the interesting thing is that MC is being super aggressive with this. I think that this is definitely his Korean confidence going against a foreigner, because a lot of times going against another Korean, they will just do a Zergling run by or punish you for being in the center of the map. But MC is getting a good read on the situation. He is moving out. If you do look at the units tab, there's only 5 Zerglings for Ciara, so once this attack commences, he is not going to have that much defense. And once more Zealots reinforce this, it does look like a proxy pylon going to be set up as well. This could be very difficult for Ciara to hold. He's going to have to produce more Zerglings, which is exactly what he's doing.
Yeah, and you know, how many can he get out right now? Stopping pro production. He's going to send some Zerglings back. He may have no choice but to go ahead and counterattack. No, he's going to go to the middle, see if there's any more units coming. It looks like he's being a little indecisive here, as it does look like, yes, I am going to counterattack. I know that there's some impending attack coming my way. He didn't even go up and scout. Oh, look at this. He's going to go back around as he sees no more units coming. He's going to probably be able to get these pylon, but there's so many units here, Husky, that I cannot see him holding this off. More Zerglings are on the way, but can he do it with just Lings?
He did try and get the flank there. He did get a nice round. However, it is just Zerglings versus so many Zealots. The better choice may have been to try to counterattack. However, MC did wall off his entrance, forcing the Zerg player to have to defend this. And there are so many Zealots, no Roach Tech, no amount of Zerglings are going to have an easy time in dealing with this. He does have 18 Zerglings on the way. Is that going to be enough to actually hold off this initial push? It is important to note that this is only a 3-gate attack, not even a 4-gate, and Ciara was just not prepared for it, doesn't even have the Roach Tech or anything like that to deal with it, and it looks like he's going to have almost impossible time holding this off right now.
Yeah, the amount of Zealots that MC has right here, and you know, not even a GG on that one, as the amount of Zealots that MC had at that point, and that is just the power of MC right there. He's like, okay, I'm going to go for a rush. He starts off with the 2 Zealots, the 2 Stalkers. He immediately sees that his opponent has nothing but Lings, and so he just goes really heavy on the Zealots. He had a couple there inside the drone line, and I mean, I'm just counting them right here. I've still got my game screen up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Zealots about ready to march up the ramp, and that cannot feel good, as that was a very quick, decisive victory by MC.
Yeah, and one thing to mention is that Ciara did have 2 idle drones in his main base, and he did not have any sort of tech to deal with that early rush, and it wasn't even a 4-gate is the thing, so usually that 3-gate attack is just to put on pressure so that you can easily expand as a Protoss. You force the Zerg player to get out a couple more Zerglings instead of those drones. However, very rarely will you see a Protoss able to win that, but that is Korean players for you. A build that's just used to put on a little bit of pressure can sometimes be your complete demise, so definitely that is going to help MC's ego a little bit. He's probably going to be so comfortable in game number 2 after winning with that build in game number 1. So Ciara's really going to have to step it up here in the second game if he wants to, you know, do a better showing than game number 1.
Yeah, and he's on the edge right now. He must win the next one. Now, the good news for him is that Tal'Darim is the next map here that we're going to be seeing in this matchup. So a little bit larger and certainly not going to be as easy maybe to rush an opponent. And it's kind of weird saying that because Metalopolis isn't a small map. It's just that Tal'Darim is that much bigger. So we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, it's going to be game 2 and our first matchup here for opening weekend, day 2 of the TSL3 round of 32. We'll continue with MC versus Ciara. Don't go away.